My thing goes back to Michael Crichton. It all begins with him. When he was researching and writing this book, he worked with dinosaur experts, of course, because he wanted to make it as accurate as possible. When he was developing the raptor character, he became fascinated with a dinosaur called Deinonychus. The raptor that we have all fallen in love with since 1993 is not the real Velociraptor.
The ground floor of the process was to come up with the look of each dinosaur and to weave in information now that was coming out about the dinosaurs to try to make these as accurate as possible.
I'm going to say it right now. Retire Velocifaker. Emancipate Velociraptor. Let's go.
Let's go.
2024 is a year of truth. Let's go. So let's take a moment and talk about what the real Velociraptor looks like. It is a lap-sized dog, which later in 2007 we found out is full of feathers. There is potential that we could actually cuddle with the Velociraptor, like what you're doing right there. So this vicious beast that was introduced to us is actually not really real.
To try to make these as accurate as possible.
Deinonychus is a close relative of the raptor. But I want to put it to all of you like this. If you were doing a movie about household cats, like let's say you have a comedy about a boy and his cat, and you say, well, the cat really isn't that appealing on camera, so why don't we just put a tiger in there? Because a tiger is related to a cat. Is it still a comedy about a boy and a cat? Because Deinonychus was the size of a tiger, because it had these certain hunting qualities, Michael Crichton gravitated towards it. And the story is that he actually apologized with the expert he was working with. And he said, I'm sorry, but I actually renamed it Velociraptor because that's scarier. As a storyteller, I understand why you're going to try to create situations, especially if you're doing a horror story where you want it to be as scary as possible. But what I would posit is that let's take a look at some of the scariest things that have come out of horror stories. Let's talk about children for a minute. The idea that a child could be evil and could do these unspeakable things, it's terrifying to a lot of people. There are a lot of people who can't watch Children of the Corn, who don't want to watch Orphan.
Pet Sematary.
Pet Sematary is a wonderful example. That's actually my favorite Stephen King book. And in the book, Gage is so much scarier. This idea of an innocent looking creature that's actually incredibly deadly, to me, that's scarier. So let's have the turkey-sized raptor. And for every movie after 2007, which there was 4 of them after 2007, let's add the feathers. Let's add the fucking feathers, because here's why. In Jurassic Park Fallen Kingdom, we got Indominus Rex, who literally, you can picture that writer's room. What are the most popular dinosaurs? Okay, let's see. We got T-Rex, we got Raptor. Okay, let's put them all together. Okay, let's add some other animals in there. Why not? Let's put a tree frog in there, a cuttlefish.
You made a new dinosaur, but you don't even know what it is?
Oh, I got a great idea. This dinosaur can actually make itself invisible. And you know what would be a great plot point? Is if the dinosaur escapes and everyone is shocked. Everyone is shocked that an invisible dinosaur escaped.
What is happening?
No one's going to think that's dumb.
At the time, I didn't. I don't think I thought that was, I should have, but I didn't at the time.
Were you seduced by Indominus Rex? Were you drawn in by the sex appeal of all these incredible dinos coming together in one massive creature?
I will not deny ever being seduced by dinosaurs, because I am very seduced by dinosaurs.
So there you have it, folks. Pablo was seduced by Indominus Rex. No judgment, but my point is, if we can have an invisible dinosaur, we can have the real Velociraptor, and it can still be scary.
Treat it like a piranha, right? Like small, but numerous.
Yes.
And I mean, we know why they're scary to begin with, as it stands in the original film. is that they're pack hunters and, they're coordinated. I think the compy dinosaur are like small meat eaters. And it's like, there's something scary about, like you said, even though it's small and it seems innocent and like it couldn't harm you. I mean, a piranha doesn't look all that scary, but you get a school of them and suddenly you're just bones. Like, that's it. So treat raptors like that. That's easy.
I recognize movies are not real. I do not think that Freddy Krueger is going to come into my dreams.
Come to Freddy.
Honestly, I'm not a teenager, so I have nothing to worry about. But I don't think that he's going to come into my dreams. I don't live on Elm Street. I have a lot of protection.
I do. I'm sorry. I have to stop you there because I do think that's going to happen to me.
Oh, I thought you were saying, Grace, I think he is going to come into your dreams. You were like sicking Freddy Krueger on me.
No, he's going to come into mine.
You are all my children now.
What beef does he have with you?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, it's the type of thing that would happen to me.
Fresh meat.
For the rest of you, I don't personally think Pablo's going to be attacked by Freddy Krueger.
We'll see, bitch.
I recognize that movies are not real. I recognize that movies get a ton of things wrong. I know this. But I also know that Jurassic Park has been celebrated as a film that gave us the first realistic dinosaurs.
To try to make these as accurate as possible.
And that's why I must make this my only thing, because I'm just going to end it with this. Retire Velocifaker, emancipate Velociraptor.